We're going for, I guess, a hot flash bill while foes are weak. Any Scorch they have, it does not diminish as it deals damage. So we need Scorch. I think it's Smolder Ring from Hestia. And then maybe Glamour Gain. We actually kind of got this from a YouTube commenter just to kind of highlight hot flash to some degree. So kind of like the most passive you can kind of be if you get Glamour Gain and a source of Scorch going on here. So I don't know. I'm doing Mel Staff for the faster Omega channel speed, I guess. No particular reason or anything. We got extra cast damage. Pretty average stuff after that, though. We'll see how we do. We don't really need to use the Omega cast, but yeah, it's been a long time since we went to the surface. So why don't we check out the surface, huh? Been a long time. But it is funny, like someone asked not long ago, do they plan to make DLC for Hades 1 on the Hades subreddit? It's just like, oh, honey. Oh, honey.
Let's see how this goes.
And then, of course, you say, you know, there's a sequel, right? No response. Now, I'm just so curious. Did they actually not know? Now I'm just curious. Did they just not know? Because that's kind of like crazy. Ooh, Afro right away here. Okay. There, finally. You were kind of disappointed with the game? What about? In my mind, like, I can't imagine a better sequel. It's not easy to make a sequel to, like, a 97% rated game, you know? So I don't know if for me what they could have done better. Glamour Gain for the fun. Yeah, I'll take a weak Glamour Gain even. Okay. People ask you about the next update, like you have insider info. Yeah. It's fine. You can ask.
Let's see.
So we want to get more Hestia, more Afro. We want the duo from Afro, but that's about it. I'd rather use the Hestia boons for something else. Too many items? But do you mean like there's too much of a grind or something like that? Like there's too many things to get? I don't know. I really don't feel like it's any worse than Hades 1 so far. I didn't think so, at least. Oh, maybe you just mean it's too complicated. I understand that. It is kind of a maze. The different... Holy shit, wow, okay. It is sort of a maze of items that you have to collect and then turn them into other items in order to craft the actual item that you need. There is a lot going on there. It's true, yeah. If that is what you're even mentioning, yeah. All right, we got the duo pretty easily, chat. Well done. So now enemies will have infinite Scorch on them. When I'm near them. So Pyrotechnique from Hestia would be great now. You like collecting items? You didn't have to focus on items in Hades 1? I don't know. You had to really... It was a crazy grind in Hades 1. Maybe you spend less time in the house because, like, all you had was the broker to exchange items, and it just wasn't as complex. Can't get... We'll do highly flammable. That's fine. So plus 50. That's fine. We want a higher rarity Pyrotechnique if possible. Come on, dude. Let's go. You like collecting stuff? Yeah, this is just like gonna be like a personal thing, really. I think.
Are you my daddy?
Delanda Anka. Welcome aboard. Thank you so much for the tier 1. What's going on? Bum, bum, ba-da-da-dum. All the keepsakes getting upgraded?
Sure.
What about all the darkness you had to get? You need like thousands and thousands of darkness. You need like hundreds of keys. Dozens of... There's a lot of things you have to grind out for in Hades 1. I think there is a legitimate potential problem out there with ooh, nice. The maze of different reagents, I guess, and that's why they give you like the crafting book so you can like track stuff and everything, but it's still like a lot of like thinking that you have to do. Come on now. Maxing out the mirror in Hades 1 definitely took you longer. Yeah. You got a 50% pyrotechnique? Yeah, I still take it, though. Yeah, I mean, if you truly hate the grind, yeah, you can always just get, like, a completed save, but I don't know. That stuff is fun for me. I kind of like having the carrot on a stick. Sometimes it's a bit much in games, but... Slay the Spire is a worse grind than Hades. I kind of think so, too, just because doing every single character up to A20, never mind the actual difficulty of it, but just like the amount of time it takes to do that many runs is pretty wild. Which is interesting, because it's not really a meta-focused game, right? Sure. Do. Got him. It's possible that... The grind shouldn't matter if the gameplay is good enough, right? Would we all agree with this? If the gameplay is fun enough, you won't notice it. That should be the ideal situation. How easily you can do that, I don't know. I don't know if you can really say. That's very hard to do. And it could just be that some people liked the gameplay of Hades 1 so much that they didn't notice it as much. Do. What do I want from Apollo? Oh, Supernova? Maybe? What about Prominence Flare?
I can make an exchange.
Sure, we'll do it. It'll help a little bit. Did I use this yet? No, I did not.
Finally.
Okay. Do. Glamour gain. I want to hit pyrotechnique mostly now.
On my authority.
You gotta do 80 runs just to unlock all the cards.
Farewell, Lord Charon.
What is it now?
Collecting things is part of the roguelike experience. Yeah, I mean, I guess. In a sense, right? What? Come on, cast it. I keep forgetting about Prominence Flare. Get him! Alright, not bad. STS run is easily an hour if you're focusing. Yeah, most likely more than that, right? Then you gotta do 80 of them just to unlock all the cards, assuming you win every single one, right? It's pretty crazy.
Could try a different one.
Should I have... Nah, I shouldn't have considered the file, I think, here. Hammers don't really do much for us here. So we just want more Hestia boons, I guess? But even then, there's not a ton. I mean, I guess we could go for her legendary. I'll settle for Soot Sprint if it shows up now, probably. I know, like, we're in the surface, and people always tell me to go get it, because it makes Eris easier, but I don't know. It's not that big of a deal for me. Elementary particles would be fun, I suppose, if we could make that happen, but... Black and Fleece doesn't do a whole lot. Lion Fang will probably wear out. Metallic Droplet makes us channel faster. I'm not confident enough for the White Antler. So, therefore, I suppose I will take... Black and Fleece doesn't even make sense. Ah, screw it. Do Lion Fang anyway. Oh. I don't know if I've ever seen a hammer appear via this. That's interesting. Well, it's not very good.
Some coins.
I don't know. I think, for me, I feel like the grind, meaning the amount of time it takes to complete a save in the current version of Hades 2 is fairly normal / average in terms of the time that most players would spend, I think. I don't think it's obscenely high. I don't think it's obscenely low. I guess it could be a little concerning that it's already at a place where it's probably, you know, like, from a completed game standpoint, high enough, right? Because it'll take you a few dozen hours, probably. If not, maybe even a little bit more than that. So if they start tacking on more stuff, right? How long is it going to take after that, right? If you didn't get a hammer in the city, it's pretty often you get in the shrine. Oh, I actually didn't notice that. The grind in Rogue Legacy 2 was great. Seeing gold number go up makes your brain happy. Yeah. That game was like built around it in an interesting way, I felt. But it also turned some players off. Saying like, I didn't want to have to grind up for all that. I just wish it could have been relayed better, or they could understand better that you don't have to get it all, you know what I mean? To get to the ending of the game, you know, you don't have to get it all. It's like, oh, but I'm a completionist and this and that. It's like, yeah. I mean, it's just, it was a little frustrating as someone who loves that game to see a negative review that has like 80 hours and they're like, the grind was too long. It's like, but honey, so what? So what? I feel funny. Ugh. Supernova will... Ooh, Hestia. We'll take Soot Sprint now. Try to get Supernova from this. I'm still... I know, like, I guess you could call me a simp or whatever here if you wanted. I think this is the best they could... But more than the best. This is exceeding expectations in creating a sequel to a game like Hades 1.
Greater strength. Anything you need.
That's not easy to do, I think. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh no, I'm going to get banned.
This way.
I wonder if it's really worth doing. If it was actually worth doing a. Prominence flare here, because it feels like it takes forever. Yeah, it's almost like, imagine leaving a negative review for... I got an example here. A negative review for Breath of the Wild because there were too many Korok seeds. It's like, well, you don't have to get them all, right? They're there if you want to get them, but you don't have to get them all. Same thing for a game like Rogue Legacy 2. It's like, you don't have to get them all. They're there for the people that do want to keep playing the game. Total Biscuit. That one still hits me a little bit, I'll be honest. And I wasn't like a hardcore fan or anything like that, but something about it was a bit sad, right? More than a bit sad. It's probably been 10 years now, huh? Woo, there we go. Supernova soot sprint. Don't need the money from that. There was no major unlock if you got everything for the Korok seeds. Yeah.
Might protect you, my lord.
There was really no point in getting most of them, like, once you had, like, half, I believe, or something like that. There was something stupid. Like, I think there was, like, a quirky unlock, like they give you poop or something like that. Yeah, golden Korok poop or something. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's all there is to it. All right, young lady. Remember, we have mint condition. Do the Lego games. I had a roommate that would play like one of the Lego games like for hours and hours and hours on end. And I never understood what the hell was going on in the game. Because all she did was just like sit there and bash blocks and little coins and other bullshit would come out. I'm like, but why? I took a hit. What? I mean, the entire purpose of those games seemed to be the grind, though, I guess. Yeah, that's like the appeal of them. So I guess you probably wouldn't buy a Lego game unless you're open to it. Fun noises and money, yeah. Okay, where's she gonna drop? Honestly, the Scorch works really well on her since she doesn't purge it as she dances around the arena, huh? I thought maybe she purged it when she went up in the air, but she does not. Oh, well, that's lovely, because she's hard to hit otherwise normally. Yay! Well, there's the Hot Flash run. Hot Flash, baby. I'm gonna give you a Hot Flash. Pretty much as good as we could make something like that, I think. Cool.